In the middle of a deepening political crisis, a defiant Emmanuel Macron lays the blame on his political opponents.
Les députés du Rassemblement national
National Rally MPs chose to vote against the government with a text that contradicted their own platform and was an insult to their own voters. By doing so, they chose chaos.
His pick for Prime Minister, Michel Barnier, has handed in his resignation after the far right and the hard left teamed up to bring down the government.
Le mandat que vous m'avez
I will never take the blame for the lack of responsibility of others, and notably lawmakers who choose, knowingly, to bring down the budget and the government.
Who the President chooses next to lead the government will have to cobble together enough support from a deeply divided Parliament to avoid the same fate.
This is the logical conclusion of what France and its lawmakers are at the moment, a mess.
Across the country, there's anger at the government's attempts to rein in the nation's spiralling debt. Michel Barnier was undone by a budget with $100 billion worth of tax hikes and spending cuts.
Now there are deficits and inflation that the government itself provoked. Now we're asking civil servants and the people generally to soak up the debt.
Emmanuel Macron has pledged to see out his remaining 2 years as president, despite calls for him to resign.
It was not Mr. Barnier who was the object of the no-confidence vote. It was Mr. Macron.
But stepping down would hand far-right leader Marine Le Pen a shot at the presidency, and potentially just in time. She's awaiting a verdict in March over allegedly embezzling EU funds, which could see her barred from running for office. For now, Europe's second biggest economy remains in political paralysis, with no end in sight. Catherine Diss, ABC News.